with COVID-19, so many people were literally just one paycheck away, and when many people lost them or had reduced hours, it just showed how much it affected people's ability to put food on the table. And I think that's why the Rising Sun food drive has been so important, integral to this community, because people were going in droves to the food banks, just desperate. I had to explain to my kids why we didn't have food on the table, or just being able to feed myself if I was an individual, and knowing that I had to choose between a roof over my head and food. That's a choice no one should have to make, and no one should have to deal with the level of stress that brings on in a person. It's so unhealthy, it's so demoralizing. Rising Sun Food Drive gives people the food that they need to get them through their darkest days, their hardest times, and hopefully, lift them enough to help them move on. But I hope that this is something we don't need to use as a typical way to deal with the situation. I hope that we have volunteers and sponsors who not only work to collect food, but who also speak to their representatives and to their community associations and say, listen, we need to do better for our community. We need to be out there coming up with ways to make life more affordable and livable, so that we can all participate properly in society without the stress of having these serious barriers of affordability. For so many people, this situation could happen to you. I don't think any of us should ever feel so comfortable to believe that this is not a situation that can happen to us. You could have an accident, you could have a mental health episode, you could lose your job. A lot of people would not be able to survive for very long in that situation, and might need to use the services of a food bank. So I think we should not take that for granted. We should support these kinds of associations while we can and when we can, because one day we may be asking for that help.